Well, welcome back to KTK Plus, where we are sitting down with our meteorologist Brayden Siau, who is giving us the full scope of hurricane season. And right now, we're going to take a little look back, Brayden, over what two storms. Can you remind me again of those two storms that we're looking at?
Yeah, I believe we have footage of both Beryl and of Ike,
Okay.
and those were two really impactful storms here across not only our portion of East Texas, but also especially down towards the coastal area. So here is a look at Hurricane Beryl that hit last year in 2024, and a lot of East Texans remember Beryl for one, it being early in the season in July. Two, there was a lot of strong winds and tree damage, even all the way up here into the Tyler and Longview areas. And three, the unusual amount of tornadoes that Beryl produced. It was a prolific tornado producer and caused a large amount of tornado warnings. In fact, that was the most tornado warnings that the National Weather Service in Shreveport has ever issued in a 24-hour period was back when Beryl hit. So definitely a storm to remember. And keep in mind, Beryl was only a Category 1 when it made landfall in Texas, and it caused all of those problems. So it doesn't matter whether the storm's a Cat 1 or a Cat 5. It can cause problems no matter what. And that's why there's kind of this misconception, oh, it's only a Cat 1. Well, a lot of people, especially in the Houston and Galveston areas, learned that a Cat 1 can mean business a lot of times, and Beryl certainly did. As you can see here in this video, all that flooding and stuff in Galveston, and then the wind damage as well from Beryl. And these winds were gusting over 80 miles per hour at times, and Category 1 hurricanes have winds of at least 74 miles per hour. So that can definitely do some damage, and that's what we're looking at here is a lot of damage. Roofs ripped off of homes. That, I believe, is on the Texas coast a little bit farther down from Galveston, more towards Jamaica Beach. But that looks like a lot of destruction, and that's
Does.
exactly what people saw. Surfside Beach, I believe, is the landfall point of Beryl, and you can see even a Category 1 can rip some homes apart. And look at all that storm surge flooding too. That's the water
Wow.
from the Gulf coming in over normally dry land, and only a Cat 1 did that.
I am actually blown away that this was only a Category 1 and the
Mhm.
damage from it. And honestly, this is not the only hurricane that the area of Galveston has experienced. We have another hurricane, and we
Mhm.
have some footage of this. This is from Hurricane Ike here.
Yes.
This is in 2008, and I know this footage may be a little bit blurry, but I mean, the damage from this was pretty significant as well, right?
Yes, and Hurricane Ike, believe it or not, was only a Category 2 when it made
What?
landfall,
Wow.
but it was so large, and because it was so large, it pushed a massive amount of water up against the coastline. It had a storm surge typical of a Category 4, so there was wave heights and storm surge over 22 feet down along the Texas coast. So imagine normally dry land right there at the shoreline and 22 feet above that. That is how high the water was when Hurricane Ike hit. And unfortunately, that caused a lot of people to pass away down there, especially on the Bolivar Peninsula. Lots of destruction. In fact, there were whole towns, Gilchrist, Crystal Beach, that were just virtually swept away during
Wow.
Hurricane Ike. And even the wind damage, as Ike moved inland, it blew out windows in downtown Houston. It caused a lot of problems all the way up the I-45 corridor and here into East Texas, even up in the Tyler area. It caused a lot of problems up that way. So it doesn't have to be a major hurricane.
Well, welcome back to KTK Plus, where me and Brayden Siau sat down to talk a lot about the hurricane season. We did have a bit of a technical difficulty situation, but we have resolved that, and I am now back. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show. There was a lot of useful information that Brayden imparted on us, so you all definitely can go and get even more information from our website. It's at ktk.com, and I'll even give you all a QR code to scan, which is right here on your screen screen. You can scan that and you can be able to go see any articles that Brayden pushes out regarding that dust that's coming into our area, our future forecast, or even more information about hurricane season. But up next, we will have our prime time lineup for our shows, where we'll have East Texas Live starting at 3 o'clock, KETK News at 4 and 4:30, KETK News at 5, Fox 51 at 5:30, and KETK News at 6. So you all, thank you so much for joining us today for this Tuesday Weather Talk. And if you really like this show, it'll happen every Tuesday with a different topic with our meteorologist Brayden and myself, where we'll dive into that information that you all may have been wanting to know, or maybe information you didn't even know you wanted to know. But again, thank you for joining us, and you can meet me right here at 6:30 for our headline show. Have a great evening.